Hello, this is Daniel Kibbe with Jeet Kune Do Physiology and More. Been a while since I posted a video. Today we're going to talk about a few different things. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I do not train for the purpose of a physique. However, from time to time, I will train without a shirt on, just to show you what type of results you can obtain through simple changes you make in your life. Today we're going to go over first a leg workout, nothing intense, just kind of basic. Then I'm going to talk about your abdominals and different ways we can work those each and every day, as well as working on some kicks and kind of go about explaining that. Now, I like to alternate between different leg workouts to work different muscles. Today we're going to go over the weighted lunges, alternating those with some type of deadlift, Romanian type deadlifts. I'm going to do with my nice little handy 20-pound kettlebell, I'm going to alternate between some lunges and some single-legged Romanian deadlifts, and I will show you exactly what those are. Now, for lunges, first off, you want to warm up, of course, which I've already done. So just do some slow movements. Go down kind of slow. You want to try not to touch your knees. Okay, go down kind of slow. And if your balance is a little bit off, it's okay. It's definitely okay to hold on to something. Okay, so we're just going to do a few of these. It's kind of basic. All right. So when you do weight, you want to be very careful. You want to go down slower for the purpose of strength gaining, hence strength training. Okay, so do one leg at a time, down like this. There we go. Try not to touch your knee. 2. I'm not going to do a whole lot for the purpose of the video. 3. 4. See, I'm going down slow, coming up a little quicker. 5. 6. 7. 8. Try to keep your back straight. That's very important. Okay. 9. All right, just do 9. Switch to the other side. All right, again, same thing. Come down slower. Try not to touch your knee. Well, if you do touch your knee, it's okay, but focus on trying not to touch your knee. I even do that from time to time. 3. Almost touched my knee there. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Okay, next, we're going to go into the single-legged Romanian deadlifts. Now, this does require some balance. So, if you do need to hold on to anything, this is a difficult workout. But if you train more and practice without using weight, it'll help your balance. And then once you get comfortable and, things like that, once you get comfortable with it, basically, then you'll be able to add some weight. Been a while since I've done these, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Now, what you want to do is hold one arm out like this, and then obviously the weight's going to balance your other side. Okay, so the side you have the weight on, is the leg you're going to keep on the ground. That's what you're working. Your other leg is going to go out. Okay, so, again, go down slow. Put your hand out, this, okay? Get your balance first, okay? Then go down. There's 1. Just going to do a few of these just to kind of show you. 2, again, very important. Very, very important to keep your back straight. 3, and you hear as soon as the weight touches the ground, I go right back up with a little bit of momentum coming up. 4, okay. All right, again, so just do a few to show you the exercise itself. Arm out like this. All right, and get your balance. Come down. One side might be a little difficult than the other, or be more difficult than the other. 2. Coming down slower is also going to help you keep your balance. 3. And again, the alternate version or easier version is with your hand. Instead of putting your hand to the side, hold on to something. So, for instance, like this, and then do the workout that way. Okay. So that is an exercise as well. There's many different variations that you can do. If you'd like something a little bit easier, if your balance isn't the greatest and you don't feel comfortable doing that, just simply use a barbell instead. So, doing some Romanian deadlifts with a barbell. Again, Romanian deadlift is the same thing as a stiff-legged deadlift. It's going to work more your hamstrings and your lower back more than anything. A little calves a little bit too, but mainly your hamstrings and your lower back. So you must be very careful. Most important thing to think about when you're doing Romanian deadlifts is always push with your legs. I'll show you an example with the barbell. Okay, so barbell, I prefer still to this day an alternate grip. So you got one like this, one like this. So the barbell, you have one hand like this, one hand like this. Okay. So with this, you're going to want to put your feet almost completely together. All right. Keep your legs straight. Just a real slight bend. Nothing much. Just to kind of save your knees. And then you're going to go down. When you go down, you want to keep back straight. You want to kind of look straight in front of you. Go down slowly. Slowly to get the strength gains out of it. Slowly. Slowly. Okay. And then you want to try to keep your back straight. See how I have my head up? And then once you come down, you feel the touch, you come up with, okay, now, we go a little slower coming up this time, just to show you how you want to push with your legs. You don't want to use your lower back, you want to use your legs. So when you come down, you go down, you come up, you literally want to push with your legs, and then let your back kind of just stabilize. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now moving on. Okay, now moving on to the abdominal exercises. Now, before I move on real quick, I want to show you this shirt. One of my favorite shirts because of what's on it. It says, if you give 100% all of the time, somehow things will work out in the end. Now, basically, that could be tomorrow, next day, it could be a year, several years from now. Whichever way, just stay positive and stay focused. All right. So now with abdominals, what I like to do personally is 2 or 3 days a week, I work my abdominals in one region. The other 2 or 3 days a week, I work my abdominals in the other region. What I mean by that is you have different abdominal muscles, and just to not get so scientific with it, you have your rectus abdominis, which is your basic structure, okay? Then you have your serratus muscles here, all right, and then you have other muscles. You have your obliques, all right? So here's what I do. Days I do cardio, my main cardio days, or lower body leg days, like today, I usually will work more my serratus muscles and my obliques. Other days, I'll work more the middle to the bottom section of my abdominals, just to kind of target different areas in different days, let them recover, even though technically you can work your abs in one way or another every day. So let's go to the first exercise. First one that I like to do is what some people refer to as broom twists. Okay, so same basic concept, except I like to use a barbell. No weight on it, which is fine. You can add some weight if you'd like. So the basic. Okay, so like I said, you can add weight if you'd like. All right, so keep your feet about shoulder width apart, and then go kind of slow to each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. I want to do a whole lot today, just for purpose of the video. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. I usually go each side between 13 to 25. You can go more, you can go less. I won't do a whole lot today, that way it doesn't bore you guys. Alright, so then I switch to, now this is a couple exercises that Bruce Lee used to always love to do, and he would go from twists like this to a bending twist. And the idea is literally, now you're not necessarily going to do it, but the idea is literally to try to touch this end, or this end, whichever, to the opposite foot. So when you go down, this end, on my right, I'm going to touch my left foot, or simulate that. That's my idea. Okay, so this, okay, and you're going to come down like this. Oh, I have kind of low ceiling, so I got to be careful. Like I said, just a few. I'm just going to come down there. a little sore from my workout yesterday, so okay. Get the idea though, right? And then there. Now what that's going to do, that's actually going to work your obliques a little bit and help with this line that you see right there. I know the light in the background is kind of blocking a little bit, but yeah, basically that line right there. This helps with that a lot. Alright, so I go from that, and then I take my kettlebell once again, and I do some side bends with my kettlebell, 20 pounds. Again, with this, you can do it without weight, you can do it with less weight, more weight, depending on your goals. Okay, so feet about a little closer than shoulder width apart is how I prefer to do it. Now, when you go down here, okay, you go down again like the other exercise. You go down slow. I want you to actually see how far I go. Okay, so you go down here. You go to just past the side of your knee, and then come back up. All right. So get you back up here so you can see what I'm doing up here. Down here, and then back this way. Down here. I'm just going to do 7 of them. I usually do between 13 and 17 of these, but for the purpose of the video. Now, a lot of people think that doing side bends, other oblique training, is going to build bulk there. A lot of them also think if you add any weight at all, it's going to build bulk. Well, let me ask you this. If you don't work your obliques, what's going to happen? Well, they're going to start to build adipose tissue there possibly, or they won't be as defined. Well, the way abdominals work, just like with any other muscle, is you got to work them, and to burn fat, you must also build and allow them to grow. So, what other good reason do you need to work your obliques? I actually, a while back, earlier, about a year or so ago, I had actually gained some unwanted weight due to some lifestyle changes, and I actually had love handles for the first time in my life. I've always tried to do what I could to take care of myself, but I got a little off track like some of us do. Anyway, I knew the importance of building your obliques, so I was like, well, if I want to get rid of my love handles, then I got to work my obliques. So that's what I did. I got rid of them, started getting these lines, everything's defined. Okay, so moving on. So now to the kicking aspect of this. Alright, now I have another video, a couple other kicking videos, but I have another video that shows you, it's called, pretty sure the title of it is a hip mobility using martial arts training, or something along the lines of that. And so this is, I kind of go into, so because of that, if you want more of an insight on this part, well, please watch that video. And what it tells you is kind of some stretching techniques by using kicks. Okay, so I'm just going to do a few of these just to kind of warm up to show you, give you a better idea and understanding. So first what you're going to do is you're going to do a side kick, but you're going to do a side kick, what I call a side kick raise. So you do a side kick and then raise up, just like this, like that, to basically stretch and warm up the muscles at the same time. It is more of a dynamic stretch, means a stretch warm up. So I won't do too many of them again because the other video. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, there's 7 that side. Now we'll do this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you don't have the best balance, hold on to something. I just kind of lost my balance there. Happens to the best of us. Alright, so now we're going to do some simple side kicks. Okay? And if, again, for balance purposes, if you don't have the best balance, hold on to something behind you, whatever it is. And then we're going to do some slow ones first. So, okay? Now, when you kick or punch, you always want to look. You don't want to turn your head like this, okay? You don't want to kick and then turn your head. How are you going to stay focused that way, right? All right, so do a few more of these. Slow, kind of slow. Okay. Again, now with the side kick, you want the hip movement. So I do want to kind of slow motion. Do like this. See the hip movement? Hip movement. Whereas a lot of people just, there's not really a hip movement there. Okay. Again, so hip movement. Hip movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, even though this is kind of just an idea of a workout, at the end of this video, I'm going to explain how the workout runs, different ways to, or as far as options of how you can perform the workout. Just giving you a basic idea now. So that's the second part. First part is you do more of the stretch type warm up. Then you do some basic kicks. Usually I do 7 each side, 2 or 3 times, and then I do 1 or 2 things. I'll either go into doing some slightly higher kicks or just some faster kicks. Okay. So purpose of video, I'm going to do a little bit faster kicks. So okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when I do fast kicks, I don't do too many at a time because I'm going to go back and forth. And the idea is to get not just quick movements, but quick movements with technique and with your power. And plus, take a lot of energy out. And another reason is because I also alternate that with more slower, higher kicks, just to kind of get a variety going. So, all right, here's the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now we're going to do some speed kicks. Okay. And with these, if you at any point you lose your technique or your balance, careful doing that. Slow down. Okay. I understand it feels good to be able to do them fast, but if you lose your technique in the process, that does you no good. You can be the fastest kicker in the world, fastest person punching in the world, but if you don't have the technique and the power and everything to back it up, then it's pretty much useless. Just saying. Okay, so here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now, quick explanation of this workout. So you can start out doing the basic leg workout that I discussed in the beginning, and then maybe take a breather, 1 to 2 minutes, and then get some, hydrate, whatnot, and then go into the abs. Abs is kind of a happy medium. When I do upper body, I always do my abs first. When I do lower body, I do my leg training first and my abdominals. The reason for that is kind of a mediator, what I like to say, as it keeps your body going, warmed up, but at the same time kind of cools your body off a little bit and helps you recover from your leg training. So that way, when you go do the kicks, you're not as wiped out, but at the same time, you're still warmed up. After that, I'll go for some kind of run. Now, I am going to do that, but other options that you can do with this workout, you can do it consecutively. You can do it all at once, which is what I prefer, but you got to work yourself up to that. So if you say one day you want to try the leg training, and another day you try the abs, another day you try the kicks, and then once you get coordinated and used to it, then you can do, like, say, the leg training in the morning with the abs, and then the running later on, until you get up to that point. Any questions, comments, concerns? Please let me know. Again, this is Dan or Daniel Kibbe with Jeet Kune Do. physiology, and more, where we're putting the science and emphasizing the science in martial arts training. Thank you all, and please like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thank you.